I cannot believe I am about to try a powder that specifically said it's only for medium to tan skin tone. Do you see me? Do I look like a medium to tan skin tone to you? But of course you want to see it, so I'm gonna try. Unless you've been living under a rock like I usually am, you know the Huda Beauty dropped a brand new purple powder. Of course, we got our hands on it, and I did try it over my already finished makeup. A lot of you wanted to see me use it as a regular setting powder, so that's what we're gonna do today. However, disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. This powder, as it says in the info packet that came with the package, this powder is not dark skin friendly. Let me find it. Hold on, I will find it. I know it's in here. It says it works best on medium to tan skin with golden undertones, period. But I'm trying it for my sisters because I know a lot of my sisters want to see whether or not this powder is usable on dark skin. If you are new to my channel, my name is Ohemaa. Welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, hey! In this package, we have Black Cherry Blush, the UBE Cream Blush, the Ooh Baby Lip Balm or Lip Gloss, and Birthday Cake Powder. Let me tell you about this collection. It says, get ready to be obsessed with our brand new Ube collection. Introducing the UBE Birthday Cake. I probably will say UBE, just know that I mean Ube. Birthday collection is their newest addition to the Easy Bake family. The electric lilac shade is so inspired by her birthday cake every year. It says it's a super unique shade that best works on medium to tan skin tone with golden undertones. You can create the look with the Easy Bake blush and the powder. The marketing literally represents what they're saying, medium to tan skin tones, no dark skin in here. It's an all-day wear, ultra brightening airbrush finish. Airbrush finish. It's a brighter, rosier version of Cherry Blossom Cake. I don't think I showed you what Cherry Blossom Cake looks like. Most of the times when I get a package and I don't think it will work well on dark skin, I don't show it to you, okay? Because what is the point? You're not gonna be able to do anything with it. So I generally don't show you things that I know are not gonna work for my skin tone. Because it looks intimidating, but you should trust that it could transform your under eyes. So this is the Ooh Baby or You Baby Gloss. It is like a baby Barbie doll pink colored gloss. I liked it when I used it in a lip combo. The thing that I didn't know, it's a shade that you can actually wear on bare skin, and I absolutely really like that. I like lip glosses that work very well on makeup, but I also love it even more when it works very well on bare skin, and this is one of those glosses that works very well on bare skin. Next there is the Ube Cream, which is this Barbie doll powder blush type of a shade. It is very, very, very pale on my skin. They also included this blush in there. This is the Black Cherry Blush. Somebody wanted me to try a candy cane trend, so I'm gonna try it today and film it, and let's see how it works out. There is the cake itself, which is the Easy Bake Ube Birthday Cake. I probably will still say UBE. It's a very deep purple powder. If I see this, I generally immediately think, honey, this is not gonna look good on my skin tone. On the right side of my face, we're gonna be using coffee cake and probably cinnamon bun. And then on the other side of my face, we're only gonna set with birthday cake, just to let you know what it looks like in comparison side by side. And then on the other side of my face, I will show you how I would actually use birthday cake. I feel like the candy cane blush is to use like a specific kind of blush, something that goes nicely with your skin tone. These two blushes are not that blush, okay? One of these will work for me. This one will look ashy, but if you want to see it, I'm curious as to see. This is the Ooh Baby Cream, and it is not a dark skin friendly blush. It is an ashy blush on my skin tone. Literally looks white on my skin. But this is the Black Cherry Blush from Huda Beauty. The things I do for y'all. I feel like I'm gonna have to overcompensate with Black Cherry. If it doesn't look okay, just know that I did this for you. I'm not gonna be happy if my base gets messed up. I even overcompensated with the black cherry. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Black cherry by itself. Ube cream, black cherry together, and black cherry by itself. Which one of these two would you wear? Let me know down below in the comments. In the Huda Beauty setting powder range, my shade for me to look my best is Coffee Cake, and I'm going to use Coffee Cake on the right side of my face. This is an M203 brush. This is Coffee Cake. This is what Coffee Cake will look like on me. I'm nervous. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm nervous trying this powder on my concealed base, but I'm going to be very conservative with it while we're using it. We're using the brand new Morphe M164 powder brush. This is a smaller powder brush. We're going into the powder. Okay, this is how much I picked up. I'm gonna blot off the excess, and it's still looking like a white powder on the brush. I know I picked up the powder. Okay. Is this gonna be like an invisible powder on the skin? Okay, this powder is Huda Huda Beauty. What did you put in this powder? I'm getting more. Okay, I promise. I'm getting more powder. Like this powder on the brush. It's not like this powder on the brush. I know you see it. It's given mattifying vibes on my skin tone. It's a very purple powder, and I think because of that it's blending into the blush very, very nicely. Did anybody notice that the new cover has the powder stopper attached to the lid? Okay, I'm gonna put some on my eyes. Coffee Cake Ube Birthday Cake. I also thought it was going to pull very, very ashy on the skin. That's not what's happening right now. And I do know that Huda said that this is not dark skin friendly. So if it had pulled like that, I really wouldn't hold it against the powder. But this is what it's looking like. It does look a bit cooler compared to Coffee Cake, but it's not looking half as bad as I thought it would look. Okay, I'm gonna set my other half with this powder. I was only gonna do my under eyes because it's the easier comparison. It's the easier place to compare it to. This powder is very, very purple. For it to kind of look almost purple on my skin tone, that tells you it's very, very purple. And it's pulling very matte on the skin and looking very neutral on as well. It all depends on your vibe. It's definitely very neutral compared to Birthday Cake, obviously, right? But the question is, does it look half as bad as you thought it was gonna look? How are we looking? Are we looking crazy? Okay, generally I will go ahead and bake with my powder because, you know, I'm not really done with my base yet. So I'm gonna put some of the powder on the under eye. I'm baking with Coffee Cake. It will probably appear a bit more intense on this side of my face because of the shade of it. What am I doing? I have trust issues when it comes to setting powders because the wrong setting powder will ruin your base faster than you put it on. I can see a clear difference in the two, but on my skin tone, this purple powder is giving off a more pinkish vibe. For me, I feel like this is a dark skinned girl's pink powder because of how deep it is. She probably should have marketed this towards dark skin and marketed her other pink powder towards a lighter complexion. We know that Ooh Baby, which is the lip gloss, will go very nicely over whatever we put it on. So I did a slight lip combo and I'm gonna put You Baby on it because You Baby is that girl. She feels like a balm. She doesn't really have that much pigment in it, which means she will go very nicely with anything and just goes gorgeously with the combo that I just did. The moment of truth. We're gonna buff everything off. I'm gonna buff off Ube Birthday Cake first. Ooh. My under eyes definitely look very neutral. Now let's buff off Coffee Cake. We're gonna set it first with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Finish Setting Spray. We're gonna go over it with the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Setting Spray. This is the finished results of me using a powder I have no business using. This is the results of the powder. On the left side of my face, we have the UBE Birthday Cake powder. This is the face with the powder only. Do you like this? Like, let me know down below in the comments if you think this is a good, gorgeous, brightening, dark skin friendly powder. Like, you would absolutely buy this and use it by itself. Let me know. This is the side that I use Coffee Cake, and Coffee Cake is a brightening setting powder for my skin tone. but it is something that I would generally reach for when I'm doing my makeup because of the look that it gives me. This is my usual setting powder look, okay? This is what it looks like side by side. Thoughts on the ube cake purple powder. I did not think it would look like this. I thought it would look ashy, like white baby powder on the skin. It doesn't look like that. It actually looks like a mattifying powder on my skin tone. It is neutral when I compare it to coffee cake. A lot of people wanted to see the flashbackness of the whole situation, so I think I will do that for you in a little bit. I will also show you what it looks like in natural light, but for now, which side do you prefer? The ube cake or the coffee cake side? Both sides don't look bad. However, I personally prefer my regular setting powder side compared to the ube. If I use the ube birthday cake powder, I will have to put it over my already done base. Like, that's how I told you initially that I would use this powder. That is still how I would use this powder. As a dark skinned girly, I cannot say it with my chest that I recommend you use this powder by itself to go out. Unless you feel like your base is too golden or too warm or too red and you want to neutralize it a little bit more, that is when I would go in with this powder. Now, this is how I would use this powder. By putting it on my base after I've done my makeup the regular way. It's definitely going to neutralize what I had going on already, but I feel like it definitely comes out looking a lot better than the powder by itself. This is coffee cake with a little bit of ube birthday cake on it, and this is ube birthday cake by itself. Let me know down below in the comments which one you prefer. This has been me trying a setting powder I have no business trying. Now, if you want to see some more videos on setting powders for dark skin, definitely check out this video or this playlist right here. Now, this is what all that powder looked like blended off my skin. Definitely color me impressed, yes.